All right, y'all. So this one here, I did write up a little sheet for you, but this specific topic is better to just learn by doing it. So I'm going to sit here, go over this, and give you all of the knowledge I have when it comes to handling objections on a sales call. All right, let's get into it. All right, so this right here is one of the most valuable videos in this course. It is your objection handling walkthrough. Okay, most of you already have your offer, the outreach, the systems, but this right here is where deals are either won or lost. Objection handling isn't about being pushy. It's about understanding what the person actually means when they hesitate. Because when someone says, I need to think about it, or it's too expensive, what they're really saying is, I don't fully understand the value yet. This gives you the exact language and mindset to fix that. So let's go through it line by line, all right? And I'll explain why each response works and how to use them naturally in your calls. Number one, I need to think about it. This is the most common objection you'll ever hear. And the reason most salespeople lose here is because they just say, yeah, totally fine, take your time. That is the death sentence of a deal, okay? You don't want to fight them on it, but you also can't let them walk without clarity. So here's how you say it. Totally understand. When you say think about it, what specifically do you want to make sure before moving forward? That question alone is money. It gets them to tell you the real problem. Is it the price? Is it the trust? Or is it the timing? Most people don't actually need to think. They're just unsure about something they haven't said out loud yet. Your job is to get it out of them calmly, okay? Once they tell you, that's when you address it, not before. This one line keeps you in control of the call without sounding like a pushy closer. 2, it's too expensive, all right? Here's the thing. Too expensive never actually means expensive. It just means they don't yet understand the value of the exchange. So you handle it like this. Compared to what? If I can show you how it pays for itself in 14 days or 3 weeks, would it be worth moving forward? For example, if your setup is $3,000 and it helps them close 3 jobs worth $1,000 each, it literally pays for itself. All right, you're helping them realize that not buying is actually what's expensive. The tone is key here: calm, confident, and logical, never defensive. If they say we already have someone doing this, you're gonna hear this a lot as you start to target bigger businesses, and they'll say they already have a marketing guy, a VA, or a follow-up system. Here's the line, all right? That's great. The AI doesn't replace him. It works alongside them, so no lead slips through the cracks. You're removing the threat, and you're positioning your AI system as support, not competition. Remember, most business owners don't want to fire people. They just want their team to stop missing leads. This line makes your service sound like a performance booster, not a replacement. If they say we already have a receptionist, it's the same logic but different angle. That's great. The AI doesn't replace them. It works alongside them to catch leads after hours, during peak times, or when calls are missed. That last part is the gold. No missed opportunities, all right? Every business owner knows they miss calls. They know they lose leads when their front desk is busy. So you're not selling automation here, you're selling coverage. 24/7 coverage, okay? That no human can maintain. That's how you win this objection, by showing that the AI fills the gaps humans can't. 5, we're too busy right now, right? This one's sneaky because it sounds positive, but it's still a stall, okay? You flip it instantly. That's exactly why our clients install an AI agent. It frees up their time by handling the follow-up and booking, so you can focus on the jobs. That line turns their objection into the reason they need you. You're not arguing their busyness, you're agreeing, and then nearly framing it as the pain point, right? You want them to realize being busy is exactly why they need to realize automation exists. That's when you pivot that no into a yes. If you get other objections, right, as you scale, you'll start to understand this, right? So if you hear, we don't have the budget right now, totally understand. Most of our clients felt the same way before realizing how much they were losing every month from misleads. If this books you even 1 or 2 jobs a week, it pays for itself, right? You're showing opportunity costs. You're not begging, you're educating. I've been burned before. Yeah, I get that. Okay, that's exactly why we switched to results-driven automations instead of marketing promises, right? We don't just send leads, we install systems that book them for you. You're turning skepticism into proof of your business model. Can we start small first? You could, but it's kind of like installing half an engine in a car. It won't move. The system only works when the full automation is live. You're showing authority, like you know how it works, and you're not changing your process. Let me talk to my partner, right? Totally fine. When you talk to them, what do they usually care most about? I can help you frame it the right way. This is leadership, not pressure. You're helping them sell their partner instead of losing control of the deal. The psychology behind it, right? Here's the key behind all of this. Every objection is just a fear. Fear of wasting money, fear of change, or fear of getting burned again. Your job isn't to argue, it's to reframe their fear into logic. Calm, confident, and educational. If they trust you, they will follow your lead. That's why your tone matters more than your words, okay? You can say the same line 2 different ways and get 2 completely different outcomes depending on your confidence. You're not there to convince them, you're there to help them make a smart business decision. So how to use this? You should have objection sheets printed out or open during your calls until it's second nature, okay? Memorize the structure, listen for the pattern behind what they're saying, and if they're usually not giving you a brand new objection, they're usually just dressing it up differently. So once you understand the root cause, money, trust, or timing, you know exactly what response to pull from. I used to literally have this sheet taped to my desk when I first started. Eventually, it becomes automatic. You'll start hearing an objection and start smiling because you already know the response. The real skill is this. The best closers don't sound salesy, okay? They sound calm, logical, and confident. They never argue, they guide. If a client feels like you're confident and you understand their business better than they do, they'll trust you. And once they trust you, they'll buy from you. That's what objection handling really is. It's not fighting resistance, but removing confusion, okay? To wrap this up, that is the objection handling video, okay? But more importantly, that's how you control a conversation like a professional closer. If you learn this skill, your income is capped only by how many calls you take, okay? Every objection is just a door, and this sheet, this video, gives you the key to every single one of them. So memorize it and own it, because this is how you close confidently without pressure and without sounding like every other sales guy out there. You're not selling, you're leading, and that's why you will always win.